Hi, I'm the Plant Gals. I just got back from the Edmonton Aroid show, and of course I had the best time, and I have some stuff to show you. I literally just got back. As many of you know, I live in Calgary now. I used to live in Edmonton, so I drove from Calgary to Edmonton, which is like 300 and something kilometers, and then I drove back. So it's been busy, but I had the best time. It was so nice. This is really kind of like weird to say, but I just want to shout this out instantly. There were a lot of people I met while I was working the Expo that said they watch my videos and they enjoy them. If you're one of those people, thank you, because you made my day. I love making my silly little videos. Like and subscribe, I guess is what I have to say, but yeah, honestly, just people watching my videos, people getting tips and feeling more confident growing their plants or whatever, just want to hear me talk about things that I like my reptiles and my plants. It means the most to me. So thank you so much. This is the fall edition, they call it. There's the fall edition and the spring edition. So this is the fall edition. A lot of people say that the fall one is busier and more popular than the others. I don't really know. It was still just the same old Aroid show. I saw so many people buying things. It was so nice. So much support for local businesses. All of the little plant shops and people selling there are small businesses. So it was amazing. I got so much footage and I am so excited to show you the footage that I got because hopefully it turned out really well. I tried my best. So here's the footage. Wow. Starting off so strong, most of this initial footage was taken at the beginning of the expo when everybody was still getting set up. This is Pretty in Plants and like a whole sweeping shot. Pretty in Plants had the rainbow selaginella, which is so sick, looks so beautiful in terrariums. I went crazy. I bought 4 plants at this booth, so you know we're starting off strong. Variegated Christmas cactus and just the best selection of Hoya. You literally felt like a billionaire here because all the Hoya were so well priced. Now when it comes to variegated plants and really just good taste, our little green life never misses. That plant at the beginning was Pink Princess Lava, I believe. Never seen it before. It's so cool. When I say that the variegated plants here are good, like just they have variegated Pilia peperomioides, beautifully variegated Aglaonema, variegated Gloriosum, just like everything's so good. Of course, I'm biased, but literally the best booth. Lace and Leaves. Even though I'm biased, like look at the selection that we had. It was so good. We have the Euphorbia lactea white ghost, spiral cactus, aroids, just everything. We had so many carnivorous plants. Those were so popular. It was just a great day to be selling plants. Next is Cherry Pink Plants. They had all these wonderful deals on the floor that people were rooting through, and the most beautiful, gorgeous Scindapsus and variegated Monstera. I was so obsessed with them. I was eyeballing them all day. This is the Eclectic Earthworms booth, and every single time at the Aroid show, I'm really drawn to their booth because it is just so long. They just load up this with plants for like 3 tables of just awesome stuff, and everything is very unique. They have so many cool plants and it just keeps going. So I'm just like so happy. I love a good root around. They had Stuart, which was this big cactus. I thought he was awesome. I really hope he goes home with someone. I'm able to get a ton of footage, but the Aroid show also has some of these other really nice like wellness booths. There's some crystal booths and stuff, and they're just so nice to have as well. This is Planta Verde's booth. Actually, there's a plant in this shot that I ended up buying. Can you guess which one it is? Their booth, I mean, it's awesome. They have the coolest anthurium every single time. I bought my anthurium Bigfoot from them last time, and it's doing so well, but just full of just the most stunning, beautiful anthurium, and not just the velvety ones, not just the veining ones, just all of the anthurium, everything you could be looking for. When you see the orchids at the Aroid show, you know it's Calade. They had some beautiful alocasia, obviously the orchids, a lot of Scindapsus, anthurium, and little jewel orchids, which are some of my favorites, and we hadn't seen in a long time, so I was happy they were back. This is Up We Grow. They had obliqua, and actually, fun fact, I bought my obliqua from Up We Grow 2 or 3 Aroid shows ago. They had a great selection and some supplies as well, and even like the little Exoterra terrariums, which are so fun. This beautiful aesthetic booth is Plant Positivity with Ro. They always put in the pictures of the Hoya when they're blooming. Beautiful plants. I always feel like they may have the most aesthetic setup and potentially what everybody's going for with the clear risers, the beautiful Hoya, and some of them were even flowering. Like, this is such a stunning booth with great plants. Hasey Plants always has the little like Slurpee cups with plants in them, and you literally never know what they're going to bring. It's always going to be variegated. Well, not always, but it's always going to be sick. A lot of variegated stuff and just a smattering of every funky rare plant you can think of. They love their begonia, a lot of beautiful begonia, variegated begonia, like just a really neat table that never misses on the cool plants. So sad I didn't get a chance to get any, but look at these mini cookies. People were walking around with these cookies everywhere and I wanted them so bad. I wasn't able to get the best shots of these booths, but I promise you they were busy. They had beautiful plants. Everyone was going crazy. Like, look at those African violets. This is Park Folia, beautiful Hoya, a beautiful alocasia, beautiful everything else. They had a really great selection of alocasia and at really cool prices and some very, very rare ones, which I'm not a huge alocasia person, but oh, and the musa, like the banana. Also this leaf person, the gutter guy. Not 100% sure what was going on there, but very cool display with the running water. Now this long table with the supplies and the plants, this is Roots and Shoots, the variegated UPI. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have taken that home with me. Spoiler, didn't. You're probably not surprised. They had so many plants. They even had some still in like the cloning gel and stuff, which I think is really, really neat. I'm also not 100% sure what the name of this booth was. I feel very bad, but they also had beautiful variegated plants like variegated micans. Look at the dragons. Look at them. They're just in a pile. They're so happy. Apparently tortoises are going to be there tomorrow, Sunday. I can't believe I missed that. This is Urban Ivy houseplants. A great selection of lots of different stuff and some very rare, cool alocasia. Plants and Glitters has some really, really neat plants. Look at all these tiny hanging baskets. So cute. So many Hoya, a lot of beautiful variegated plants. I saw a lot of people walking around with the Syngonium strawberry ice, I believe it's called. They had some really big ones, the biggest ones I'd ever seen. The little brain cacti.
Okay,
oh,
so
good.
That was that. And now, this is probably my favorite part, although I do love editing the footage and getting it all together. The plants that I bought. I guess I'm gonna go shop by shop. First up is I'm gonna show off, honestly, all the plants I got are really exciting. It's hard to rank them. Sometimes it's like, oh, these ones are like more common or like more sought after than these ones, whatever. All of these plants today are honestly pretty wishlist-y, wishlist core, but it depends what you like. I kind of have something from everybody's wish list, I think, today. So yeah, I'm gonna start out with, I got an anthurium from Planta Verde. I guarantee it looks nothing like you think it's gonna look like when I show it to you. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. This is Anthurium SP Limon. This has been on my wish list for a very long time. These really only come in imports. I think that this is either a mother plant or was propagated from someone's mother plant or something. Who really ever knows? It is really weird. It's like, it has the shape of like a Warocqueanum. So just like some smaller leaves. They get a little bit bigger than this, but not huge. And it's a vining anthurium. So it's really, really neat. I'll definitely get this on a moss pole. And I literally, like, I am so excited about this plant. This has been on my wish list for a very long time. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yep, you're coming home with me. Also, everything that I got before the show even opened. So I was sneaking around with the other vendors, buying from the other vendors. So yeah, but this is a really neat plant. It's actually really big. Everything else I got is really small. This is the biggest plant I got today. And I'm so excited. Like, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it because it's actually gonna be quite big already for my cabinets and stuff. But as you can see, my elbow, this is the pot my elbow's in, it's huge. So honestly, I might have to do a little cabinet reorganizing video. I know I didn't do one that long ago, but everything grows so much over the summer that a little fall reorganize might be kind of nice and very needed. But yeah, that's the SP Limon from Planta Verde. Thank you so, so much. I feel like this was very hard to capture earlier, but look how silver the SP Limon is. I love showing it off under my grow lights because look at that. Ah, I love this plant. I'm so happy I finally found one. I'm gonna show probably the one that I think that people would go like the craziest for in the comments next, because the last ones are more wish list for me. So this one I got because it's actually something that I've been looking for a long time, for a good price. So I was like, yep, sold, done. And this is my variegated philodendron silver sword. It's just a little guy. And oh yeah, I said I'll tell you how much each of these were. So this guy was 50, although you can see that on the pot. It always calls me out because they label theirs with like giant price tags. My Bigfoot still has a price tag on it. So yeah, this one was 48, and this is from Our Little Green Life. I love them. They are so sweet. They used to come buy supplies from Lace and Leaves when I worked there at the plant shop, so I know them. They have the most beautiful variegated plants. Their setup every year is so stunning. A lot of really, really rare stuff. Just like a very curated collection of cool stuff. Their taste is very much my taste. A lot of funky aglaonema and begonia, and just they always hit. And yeah, like I said, there's also footage of them. And yeah, so this is the variegated silver sword I got. Also, the level of silver on this one, like look, it's literally reflecting under the light. The lighting I have in my videos is so bad, I feel like, but like the variegation on this is so stunning. And can you see how much is on the new leaf? Like look at these last two leaves, they're so perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm very old school and kind of basic. I do love a variegated philodendron. It'll get me every single time. I wish I have a feeling I know who this is from, but I am not that confident. I will add in a picture of what this one looks like when it's bigger, but this is an Alocasia Wenti pink variegata. So it is like kind of like a speckly pink variegation. The best leaf that it shows is this leaf. Oh, look at her. What's with me and all the reflective plants? I haven't even got to the silver Hoyas yet. And then can you see that variegation? Very spotted, very freckly. Oh, these are all so stunning. I'm so spoiled. I got such good plants today. This was gifted to me. I'm so thankful because this is just a really cute little plant, and I actually don't have any alocasia right now, but the person who gifted this to me knows me very, very well and knows that despite that I don't grow a lot of alocasia, this one just speaks to me, and I really, really like it. I like alocasia that are pink, have spotty stems, especially are variegated, and have unique shaped leaves. And that's literally all of these. So this is pretty much my dream little alocasia. I still have to do some research into the Wenti because I'm not super familiar with it in general, but I'm very, very, very excited for that one. Now, I have 4 plants left. They all came from the same place. Actually got a killer deal on these. This shop makes you feel like you're a billionaire. Their prices are great. They're very smart with how they propagate their plants and how they set them up so that you can get them for cheaper. And I very, very much appreciate it. Last time I got my kaimuki, which is in here, from them. And this time I actually got 4 Hoya. I love Hoya, and I think you'll see why I picked out the ones that I picked out. So I'm gonna show the one, I'm actually almost equally excited about all these. So 3 of these I got for a deal. They were in a little basket. It was 3 for 20. So I got 3 for 20. I'll show those first. It's really hard because yeah, like all of these are so sick. So this Hoya has been on my wish list forever, and I finally got it. This is Hoya insularis. So Hoya insularis has like the weird long leaves, like really long leaves. Yeah, look at this insularis. Can you see the red backs on the leaves better? Oh, look at that. So excited to finally have this. And then, as you can see, the backs of the leaves are actually kind of a funky red color. I'm really excited for all of these to grow. Hoyas usually grow pretty fast in my care. I meant to grab some of the clear U-shaped trellises while I was up in Edmonton because all the Hoyas look good on them. None of these Hoyas have very long vines right now, so they'll be okay, but I will definitely need them as they grow. So yeah, that was my first one, the insularis. Oh, did I say it? They're from Pretty in Plants. You can see the little sticker. Pretty in Plants. So kind, literally such beautiful plants. I could have gone crazy there. I kind of did, but I could have gone crazier because yeah, like I said, your money just goes a long way there and you get a bunch of cool stuff. So another one that I got in the 3 for 20 is my Hoya Caracia Silver. This is another one that I've been eyeballing for a long time, and I just haven't really pulled like the trigger on, but this time I did. And this plant is so stunning, so stunning. This plant is like glowing. Look at it under the lights. This is why having a cabinet is so amazing, by the way, like so that you can really show off plants in good lighting, because like me with my crappy lighting earlier, like you couldn't even tell. Oh yeah, and you can really see the new leaves there. Also, yeah, this is my kaimuki from last time. If you remember, it was literally like those leaves down there, and now she's all the way up there. Oh yeah, and this is my other silvery Hoya. She got a little burned. Forget about that, but look down there. So beautiful. I love Hoya caricia. I think it's just such a unique plant. It's these big, they're kind of like, it's a bit of a thinner leafed Hoya, and they grow very fast, in my opinion. And look at the roots on this. Could the roots be any more perfect and stunning? Like, and it has new growth and a new growth point. So, and then, okay, so yeah, this is the Hoya that I'm second most excited about. And this plant is extremely stunning. I look at, like, once again, the fuzzy roots are just incredible on this. This is a Hoya carnosa freckles. I've been looking for a true freckles for a long time. I have not found one until today, because a lot of people say they're freckles, but you can see that this is actually freckles, and it is literally just spots on spots on spots. Actually, stop. I know I'm freaking out about all these plants under the light, but they just hit so different under the light. Like, oh my gosh, wait till I have vines and vines of this plant. And things like this grow so easy for me. Like, I'll be able to do cuttings of this and share it. I know it looks like not much right now, but I promise you one day I will have cuttings and cuttings of this. Like this plant was like 1 or 2 leaves when I got it, and I've cut it back so many times. I could probably cut it again. Really cool Hoya. Carnosa in general, that's kind of like the basic one, and then there's so many different varieties of them. I have a Carnosa in here. I have my Carnosa Wilbur Graves Russia. This Carnosa freckles gets a little bit of a bigger leaf than the Carnosa Wilbur Graves Russia, but it's very speckly. It's not like, as you can see, a lot of them are like silver on silver speckled and things like that. This is just speckles, so that's why it's called freckles, because the silver, it's just very defined, and this is going to be such a stunning plant when it grows. No, this is the last plant of my haul. When I saw it, I was like, yep, that's it, that's coming home with me. This is not just a plant that like is on my wish list, it's actually the cooler version than what's on my wish list. So I've been looking for Hoya serpens for a very long time, and I was lucky enough today to get Hoya serpens silver. And I don't think this is gonna be exciting to many people, but to me, this is a big deal. So this is Hoya serpens silver. Hoya serpens is a very small, fine-leafed Hoya. It's a little bit fuzzy, and it actually has quite dimpled and defined little leaves. I literally might have to call this like a silver plant haul. Like, I feel like I really did not do this plant justice in the lighting before. Oh, she's stunning. Yeah, I know that maybe not everybody will get this one, but I get it. Like, can you see the texture in the leaves and how unique it is? They grow pretty fast because they're a smaller Hoya, and you just have to make sure that you're kind of keeping a good eye on them. Like, I got some great plants, and so at Pretty in Plants, I spent $60, so I got the 3 for $20, and then the Silver Serpens, that's such a sick name. The Silver Serpens was $40, so I spent $60 there. I spent $50 on my SP Limon, and then I spent $48 on my variegated Silver Sword. And then I got my alocasia for like free, I guess, because it was gifted to me, which is so kind. And last time I spent that on like 1 plant, that amount of money. So yeah, and then I got more on top of that. So yeah, this time I got a lot of plants, and I was very within my budget. I always have this idea of a wish list in my head, but until I actually see something in person, it never really hits for me. Going into this Aroid show, I didn't think I was gonna buy a lot. but I came home with 7 plants, which was definitely more than I would have guessed. I thought I would have maybe come home with 1 or 2, but let's be real, as soon as I get there and all the cool plant people show up, it gets me in the mood and I'm ready to buy plants. So yeah, super stoked. Also, I'm very excited because I get to include a section of this video that is dedicated to other people's hauls. I have taken some videos and been sent hauls by other people who attended the event. So that is what this is. Starting strong, the coloring on that Aglaonema is absolutely crazy, and this is one of my friends and a regular from the shop. They just went crazy on the Hoya, and I'm very obsessed with them. It looks like they like the smaller leaved Hoyas a little bit more, and then this anthurium was so stunning and velvety and funky. Oh yeah, if you saw that giant alocasia earlier with like the octopus clip, it went home with someone. They had got these little tiny variegated jewel orchids, which I have never seen before. I don't know how well those grow or acclimate, but that's really neat. And then this haul was so cute. So they got a beautiful little anthurium. This person was selling them in like sealed bags, which I thought was really funky. This is the negrosensis begonia. It looks similar to the Jalao to me with that beautiful pink coloring. Really, really liked that one. And then another little tiny begonia. I really do love begonia. And then some pings and some Hoya hiding in the bottom of the bag. That's where all the goodies are. And then one more Hoya. This haul was just kind of like a smattering of everything. They have carnivorous plants, philodendron, scindapsus, and even a little string of pearls. And then this is one of my other good friends. They got these beautiful little Hoya and those such cute hanging baskets. I slowed it down a little bit so you can see the plants better, but just keep in mind that I work the show. So the footage I get is either like quickly during setup or sporadically throughout the day. I also only work Saturday, and I'm back on the Saturday. There's still more show tomorrow. So I'm just going to be speaking about the expo that I went to on the Saturday. The Sunday's a little bit quieter usually anyway. I've been to lots of Sundays of the show. I've been to lots of both days. But yeah, this time I was able to come up for the Saturday, work with Lace and Leaves, my favorite plant shop ever, and sell some really cool plants and talk to so many cool people that I saw all the time when I was working at the plant shop and I loved so much. Just getting to reconnect with those people, and I'm just really happy. Overall, the Aroid show was fantastic. It's always really, really great. This one was no different. It's the same venue, so all the things I've said about previous Aroid shows hold true. This one, like, overall, I can say that I think the accessibility of the venue is quite good. There are stairs to get in, but I believe that there's either a ramp or there should be some way to get up the stairs. And then there is quite a lot of room between the aisles. I saw lots of people there who were using mobility aids, like canes and wheelchairs, and we're getting about just fine, which I love to see because the aisles are nice and wide and they were getting in somehow. So I don't really remember where the ramp is, but there's got to be something. So that was really, really good. Entry to the event is $10. I was a vendor, so I didn't have to pay the $10. What else? Oh, parking can be a little iffy. It's a pretty small parking lot for how many people usually show up to the event. So that can be a little bit crazy. And if you want to skip the crowds, just go a little bit later in the day. Just go afternoon. Like from when it opens, so 10 to noon, it's crazy. And then it's really chill. So I recommend that if you're looking to go when there's less crowds and you just want to have a little bit more of a private shopping experience, to go afterwards. If you want to get there and buy all the stuff that everybody else is also after, go early, line up. You don't have to go that early, like 15 minutes is probably fine, and to get in and get what you're after, because yeah, a lot of the plants, there's only 1 or 2, so gotta be the person to get in there. I'm just very obsessed with all the things everybody got. I think everybody absolutely slayed this event. Everybody had good taste. They got great plants. Literally no notes, absolutely perfect. And as always, the plant community is great, kind. I just had literally the best time, like every time. And yeah, I drove 3 hours there and then another 3 hours back. and I slept on a couch so that I could go to the Aroid show. And there's other people that do that, not just me, because everybody loves this event. If I could recommend any event for you to go to as a plant person, go to the Edmonton Aroid show or just any plant show. Go talk to some plant people, talk about plants. Go to your plant shop and talk to somebody about plants. It's a community, you can be a part of it. People talk about the drama in the community. I've personally never been involved in drama in the community. There's lots of incredible people in the community. I have made lifelong friends, people I consider family through plants. So please don't be scared to talk to people. It's really, people just want to talk about their plants. If you're like really in the online spaces or Facebook, then the idea of the drama and the community and stuff can get blown up, but I promise face to face, just hanging out with people, you won't find that. Everybody's just super nice. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much if you came up to me and said you liked my videos at the show. It meant the world to me. I would have never expected that ever. I was like, oh, you're talking to me. Okay, that's so funny. If you got something at the Aroid show or you went, please tell me down below. I would love to hear about it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.